Hi, Sensei here. So we're getting ready for class. We need to put on a uniform, so let's look at how we do that. So first off, we're going to put on our pants. You'll notice there's a tag on the front. Okay, so we want that tag to be on the front, not on the back. So the pants are the right way around. When we go to crouch down, it's nice and comfortable. Second thing we're going to look at is the jacket. Which way do we cross it over? Okay, easy way to remember. Side with the dragon on, the left side on the upper arm. That's the side that goes over the top. Okay, dragon side goes over the top. The cool thing is that that's also how we're going to learn to do the belt. Okay, now on your belt might be a white belt or a yellow belt. Okay, there's going to be a little tag on there generally. Okay, take the end with the tag on. You're going to place it around the center of your bag. Okay. Okay, from there you're going to bring it around the front. Okay, now it's a little bit tricky the first time you try and do this. We want to make sure we do that little switch with the hands. So I'm holding, okay, with my finger and my thumb, holding it there as I bring this around to the front. Okay, now at this point I can let go. I grab the tail and I keep going, and I do the same thing again. Okay, comes around, back to the front. When it comes to the center, we're going to take the tail, we're going to tuck it under both. Okay, so we've got two there, we're going to tuck it under and bring it up over the top. It creates a little cradle and it holds the whole belt in place. Now at this point I can let go, it's nice and tidy, I can jump up and down, it's not going to fall off. From here, you'll see if we just take the belt and we turn it out like that, you'll see 1, 2, 3 layers. We're going to take the first layer. Okay, we're going to bring that one, the one that's closest to you, we're going to pull that down. Oh, a little bit wonky. We just pull it around like that, boom, same length. Now I've been doing this a while, so I'm pretty quick at this, okay? But ideally when you get to this point, what we want to do is we want the top one, okay, the top tail of the belt, we want that over the top and a smidge longer. Now, there's a couple of tricks of how to do the belt here. There's the easy way and there's the more complicated way. So first we're just looking at the easy way. So both of them use that same starting point, okay? So let's just do the starting point again. Let's get that first part done again. Oh, other end. There we go. Okay, remember, dragon, side, over the top. And if you take your belt off, it always pays to adjust your jacket first, rather than having your jacket there and trying to put your belt on. It's very difficult to get tidy afterwards, okay? So get the jacket nice and tidy. Start with the tail of the belt. Okay, we're going to place it. I'm going to run it all the way around. I'm going to hold. I'm going to bring it all the way around. Okay, now I'm just turning around in circles so you can see what my hands are doing. You don't need to do that when you're tying your belt, okay? All right, from here, keep going, okay? It's going to come around here, like that. I grab, other hand, and I bring it around to the front like that. Okay, so now we've got this part. We're going to remember, we're going to make the cradle, so we're going to tuck it underneath, like that. That locks the whole belt in place. Then we take the first part. So how do we do that? We take all three, grab the whole belt, turn it out, find the top two, hold those, pull down the first one that's closest to you, like that. If it's slightly wonky, you just want to adjust your belt. Okay, and you get better at it as you go, so don't get too worried if the first few times are a little bit tricky, okay? All right, there we go. So roughly the same length, but I want my top one, the one that's on my right, a little bit longer, because that's the one that's going to do all of the work, okay? So the main one we're going to do today, all right, the most important one that you need right now, okay? Take this one on the right, going to place it over the top, okay? Hold. You're going to tuck this underneath and through like that, okay? Make sure the belt's nice and flat. Check your length, it's good. Now we don't want to be pulling up and down, okay? It's no good, it doesn't help the knot, okay? We want to actually pull sideways, side to side. So you're going to pull, and instead of holding out here, I pull in nice and close, and I pull here. I can use my elbows to pull in, here, okay? You turn into a self-defense technique if you like, all right? Okay, so from there, check again, should be the same length. This is our main one, okay? This is our main way we tie our belts, especially for the taijutsu stuff, the striking stuff. There's another way that we're going to look at in a minute for the jujutsu and all the ground fighting stuff, okay? But this is the main way. So let's all do it together, okay? Let's take it off. We'll start again, all right? It's important to practice like anything. If you practice, you get good at it, okay? So make sure, drag inside, across the top, jacket's nice and flat, find the end of your belt that has the tag. Okay, you're gonna place it in the middle of your back, you're gonna wrap it round. Remember, use your other hand to hold. We're gonna pinch it together and then bring it around the front. Then we're gonna continue around. Same thing, make sure it's nice and flat, we don't want it twisted. Okay, nice and flat all the way around. And then we need to create the cradle. Okay, so we're going to tuck it underneath like that, and that puts the whole belt locked in. From here, turn out, find the bottom one closest to you. Okay, we're going to pull that tail down. We just need to adjust the belt and get it to the same length. Okay, like that. The one on top needs to be slightly longer. Okay. Now, there's a little trick to this, okay? So I'm going to show you a trick that I've learned over the years. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fold that one down, okay? So I'm going to take this left hand, just drag inside, okay? I'm going to flip it over. So I'm just taking my hand from here to here, okay? Palm up to palm down. And that just helps on this next little part, okay? Top one goes over, hold, through, and after you practice a bit, you'll actually find the best way for you that you find to do it quickly and easily and to get it right, you know, pretty much 95% of the time, okay, without having to undo and readjust. And again, if it's not quite right, you can grab the knot and pull on one side just to get the length right, okay, and then pull both together and bam, we're exactly where we should be. So that's the first way we're looking at tying the belt today. Now, for those of you that are getting into ground fighting, jiu-jitsu, and possibly a bit of the Aiki stuff that we do, okay, there's a second way to look at doing the knots. So the first part's all the same, okay, we get to that place there. The second part's called a lock knot, okay, locking together. It's pretty much the same, fold that in, over the top, okay, bring that through, but leave it really loose, don't pull it tight. So from here, we're going to take this first tail, okay, we're going to place it between the belt, okay, not between me and the belt, between the two parts of the belt, okay, so that's going to go in between. So we're kind of weaving, okay, we're interweaving, all right. So from there, go to there, and I just want to twist that, make that sit right, okay, so again, we need everything to sit nice and flat, okay. So from there, I'm going to take this one, and again, that one's going to roll into there, like that. So there's no twist unnecessarily, okay, we're trying to find the flow of the belt. Just like in martial arts, you're trying to find that flow. Okay, so here, nice and loose, we've got the two tails tucked away. At this point, you might think, oh, we're just going to pull it down tight. No. What we want to do is we want to hide these properly, okay? If we don't put these away properly, the knot's not going to work properly. It's going to look really messy. It's not going to be any good. So from here, we just want to pull that down, just very gently, little bit by little bit. And we're going to get it to the point where the knot's nice and smooth, the belt's nice and flat, and you're going to notice that at this point, the tails stick out to the side. Okay, now that's actually okay, because for ground fighting, grappling, all that kind of stuff, you actually want them kind of out of the way. You don't really want them out the front flapping about. Okay, so out of the way is good. And a lot of guys actually tuck them away as well. All right, well, they're actually trying to get the belt to sit nice and snug like that. Okay, so it all just locks in. However, from the lock knot, if you want the tails to show, you can leave them here, okay, but just for a little bit more aesthetic purpose, okay, make it look a little bit nicer, you can get it and you can fold them inwards like that, okay, and it's very similar to how we did it before on the other one, okay, and then you've got your two lengths that come down, same length, bingo, okay, and you just look at your knot, make sure it's as tidy as you can make it, and that's really all you can do, yeah, right, lock knot, done. So at this point, very sturdy, can be grabbed, pulled, it's not going to come off. So give it a go. Easiest way to undo the lock knot is pull your tails out and then undo the knot, okay? Just in case you're wondering. So that's how you do it. Should we start again? Let's do it one more time. All right, practice makes perfect. Okay, ready? So drag inside over the top. Okay, you're going to take the tail, you're going to place that in the middle of your back. Take it across, make sure it sits nice and flat on top of the other one. Bring it round, and we'll go around a second time. Okay, boom. And up underneath we create that cradle. Okay, going to take down the first one, All right, now at this point, we wiggle the belt around just a little bit. We need to get it to the same length. But remember, we want that right one, the one on top, just a little bit longer, just like that. Okay. We're going to take the left hand, all right, flip it over. Take this one on top, hold, underneath, and through. Okay, like that. Boom. First one nice and easy done. If you want the lock knot, same. Flip back to here. It's the same knot. You're just going to take this one here. You're going to tuck it in between the belt, like that. You're going to take this one. You're going to tuck that in between the belt, like that. Okay. Double check. Oh, you can see it's a bit twisted here. I'm just going to untwist that. That's better. Okay. And then boom, it just sits in nicely all by itself. Pull it nice and tight. Check that your length is right. You notice if I need to adjust, I hold the knot and I pull on one side, okay? And that's just gonna help. There we go. All right. Now from there, I can tuck it away, okay? Tuck it away, tuck the tails away, or I can have it down to the side or fold it down to the front. Now in general training, if you're doing a lock knot, you want them down to the front like that, okay? So when you do your Jutsu, more in the adults and the older teens, okay, you'll probably tuck that more to the side like that. Okay, so those are your two knots. The first one is the main one that you want to concentrate on. The lock knot is kind of an advanced knot. You don't need it when you're first starting out, okay, but always good to play with and good to know anyway. Hope you've had fun. Keep practicing. Look forward to seeing you at class. All right, see ya.